And since I'm here, I'll do the last one, which is aparigraha, which is non-grasping. Now, of course, I kind of like how these vowels are placed, like non-grasping means to let go. If I'm not, to grasp is to hold on to something. The opposite of that would be to let go, wouldn't it? So the non-grasping, of course, in the more physical world would be to just not hold on to anything as if that's where your happiness is. We own our furniture, we own our house, we own our car, and grasping would be so consumed by that's the source of my happiness. That's my identification. I am who I am because I have that nice piece of furniture or that nice car. And I know it might mean a lot to people when they save up and finally get something they've really been wanting, but that's not the source of your happiness. And so to realize that and recognize that the source of your happiness is within you, then what you're having, you're no longer holding on to as if that's, your happiness. You can enjoy it, absolutely. You can absolutely enjoy the heck out of it. But the real source of your happiness is even if you didn't have that, it's within you. And realizing that is a parigraha on, your relationship. Two things. Like I was saying in the other videos, let's go a bit more subtle into our emotions and into our thinking patterns. And again, letting go of feeling right. I am right. A parigraha would be to let go of the feelings, of the emotions, the willingness to just see things for what it is and realize that you're holding on. You're grasping onto a story. You're holding on to an idea. You're holding on to feeling depressed or feeling angry. And a parigraha is like inviting us to let go and realize that that's not who you are. The source of your anger isn't that thing that you're blaming. You might think that, but it's not true. Nothing is the source of your anger except you. You think it, and so you create it. You might totally really think that person doing that made you angry, but no, the truth is you chose to be angry because you didn't agree with that. And if you had it your way, that wouldn't have happened. Right? It's a bit of eating humble pie, actually, because it could be very much like, well, God, I know I'm right because that's a shitty situation. But whatever. But the truth is, who you are is beyond that, and your happiness and your peace is actually by letting go. So a parigraha is really inviting us to own that that's not reality. And if you're going to keep making that your truth, you'll stay in suffering because you'll always be blaming someone. They've done something wrong. When they stop doing it, then I'll be happy. Well, that keeps you in suffering forever. When you change, I'm going to be happy. That's not truth. And also that's very victim consciousness. It's basically me saying that I have no happiness until you change. When all of that changes, then I can be happy, then I can be at peace. Well, then I'm totally dependent on you and them, and that's not how you want to live. Your peace and happiness is actually not dependent on anything except where you put your attention. It's completely up to you. And so in meditation, we really recognize it's within. I have a choice. I have a choice to focus into this moment, into this eternal moment and experience it. And from there, I clearly see that every judgment or emotion that I'm feeling is actually either happening through me or because of the choice I'm making. And so I can choose to let go, which is a parigraha, and experience contentment and peace again. And actually our birthright is to experience peace and contentment. We actually don't experience it when we're thinking and putting all our attention into concepts and creating that as our reality. Isn't that amazing? So what I love about these 5 vows that I've been talking to you about over the last week or so is none of them is for you to master. It's not for you to just be so, aware of that you're going, aparigraha. I just let go of all that stuff. Oh my God, you know, this is my satya. I'm talking truth. It's not that. It's an ongoing awareness of just who you're being and how you can enhance all these different angles in your life and just live completely different, actually. And what they've done for me, actually, is really helped me on my journey of being more and more conscious, because that's what they invite. So I hope you've enjoyed them, and I hope it invites you to put this against your own experience of today, tomorrow, forever, and just really learn from yourself and be playful with discovering who you are and how you can live life differently. You know, you're a divine being on this beautiful divine path of discovery and lining up with a divine purpose. You know, it's very, very cool once you start dancing in this different perception of who you are.